Hi, welcome to the Retirement Railroad. That day modeling tip of the day. I'm Steve, and today is part 8 of Building Chicago, episode number 3 on infrastructure. All right. So, what are we going to work on today? And probably tomorrow, and maybe the next day. We're going to work on the supporting structure underneath the Union Station Walthers kit. Okay, and with that, let's go on over the layout, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And here we are. Okay, we've got the street level opened up again. You can see the platforms and the lighting. I've gone ahead and put the yellow caution striping on the platforms. I checked all that out. Now, what we see, and I'll walk on over there, actually it's just turning around, is this is the base for the Walthers Union Station kit. Okay? And what I've done is I've taken some masonite and I've built up a base for the Walthers kit to sit on. Okay? And what that will do is elevate the seam, and underneath we will be cutting this down for the Great Hall, and there will be suspended underneath here. All right, move this piece out of the way. This piece as the base, which will fit in here. Okay. And to support that will be these aluminum channels. Okay. So the first order of business is putting the getting the aluminum channels ready in there. Then we can put this on and we can build up underneath. Now these channels will be down an inch from this top here, making it 1.25 inches, basically from street level. Between that and the elevated base on top, on street level, we'll get a full scale story, so to speak, from the Great Hall out to this platform. From this platform down to track level will be escalators, okay, headed down. And we'll work on those separately. And they'll also help support the center sections of the platform. So with that, let's get these channels ready to go. And once we get those on, we can move forward. So with that, hang tight. All right, so we got our aluminum rails on. They will be used to support the clear engine shed covers. That'll protrude up through the these street level openings. I've gone ahead and I've cut out of foam the beginnings of the escalators. And you can see 2 of them in here. They also act as center supports for the platform up here, which is the mezzanine. And the mezzanine is where you would walk out of Union Station into the mezzanine area, and there'd be a food court and some other shops and things like that. Now, with that, the tracks would only go one way out, north or south. They didn't go all the way through, so they were at the same level. All right, we've taken some creative license to be able to extend our sidings through the selective compression and do it this way. It still gives a reasonable facsimile of it, and so that's what we're working with. Now, the next step that I've taken is, I mentioned before that Union Station will sit up on a foundation. and that there will be a cutaway level down to this, to the mezzanine level. So let's see what I was talking about there. And I've already cut it out, so it may fall out, and it did. All right. And that's this cutaway section. I've taken it off the street level. And you can see what I call the mezzanine level, or the floor level down here, which now we can place the foundation level of Union Station right here. Of course, these centers come out, and now you get the impression of what the Great Hall is going to look like, with steps leading down here, and 3 steps going down this way. And there will be some benches and phone booths, signage, and all that kind of stuff underneath here. Now I got to add the walls in as well, and eventually this mezzanine level will be glued and become part of the street level. So when you lift it up, the mezzanine level comes up as well. So that's where we're at right now. The next step is to go ahead and get some of our steps fitted. And I've already gone ahead and, you know, my new kick is to use foam, right, for the escalators, and I'm going to use it for the steps as well. And I've taken my router and routed out the steps. Now what I'll have to go in and add some styrene to cut down or make the steps twice as many as what they are, if that makes any sense. But these fit right down in on here, and will become the steps leading up to this level, or better yet, that level there. And I've got all those to work on. So that's the next step, working on the steps. The steps and the filling in these walled areas. And I'm going to use plywood for that, thickness around as supports, and should fill out rather well. So with that, hang tight, and we'll come back with another update as soon as I have some ready for you. Well, there you have it. We now have the supporting structure for Union Station built. There's a couple other things still have to do, and I'll explain it to you as I walk you through what all is done here. As you look here, it's built up 3/8 of an inch through 3 1/8 inch pieces of masonite, and you can see how the Great Hall is sunken down within. And let's go over there and take a closer look and show you what the finer details of what I did here was. As you look at this, again, you can see how it's built up. You have cutaway sections in the corners. The fronts will be planters with some small trees and bushes, etc. The back may have some taxi cab stands. I'm not sure about that yet, how I want to approach that. And as we look, the base for the kit will sit on here, and we've installed the electrical connection for Union Station kit for the chandeliers that will be hanging right here. And these are where a series of 6 columns are, so this wiring will go up through a column. Okay? But that's all wired in and ready to go. We have the opening here for to all tracks, and we'll have some benches in here and some phone booths, maybe some lockers, different things like that eventually to detail it out some. Now these will get cut away, of course, and there will be some styrene inserts into these areas around the perimeter on the main floor. What that'll do is it'll help lock the base of the model in place without attaching. Okay, but that's yet to come. So let's take a look in further detail here. And we're going to lose the camera angle for a second, so hang tight. And what basically I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And we'll slide the camera around. Get a closer up view down here. Now this is what I refer to as the mezzanine level, all right? And you won't see most of this, okay? There will be some railings across the ends. You can see the escalators now, and what I did with those. If you recall, they were the extruded foam. Now they have railings on them and so forth. Okay? Now I will be adding some lighting right up under here that'll light this area right here, so that the doorway that goes in these slits that are pre-cut, and what that is for some acetate to slide down in with a pre-printed set of doorways and a sign that says "To all trains." Okay, and then of course be railings across here, here, here. Same thing on the other side, and this will also act as a platform if I want to add a camera up here to take a look down the tracks eventually. Okay, and there'll be lighting here, 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 but mounted to the top side. I can't put that in yet until after I get the trolley track in, and because there will be some cuts through street level, and I don't want to cut down through my wiring. Okay, but that shows you everything that we've done. One other thing, of course, this comes out. Okay, and I've added support posts here as well. I still have those yet to paint. Some cleanup left to do. But basically, that is where we stand as far as the infrastructure number 2 goes. Okay. Now let's switch back to street mode. And this is all movable. There we go. And as we look at this, all right, the top trolley track comes around here. Okay, and there'll be a sensor for the motorman right here. That's why I don't want to cut through and any mounted lights yet. But that trolley track will cut through and around, and then come back inside some buildings back here. Okay. With that, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad. Matinee Miling tip of the day. I'm Steve, and y'all have a great day. Bye now.